Welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name is Richard and I'm coming to you today from Carnival's biggest, newest cruise ship, the Carnival Jubilee. But that's only half the story today. Today we're going to make a video going around the Carnival Jubilee, showing all of its unique spaces, and then we're going to go back to Carnival's oldest cruise ship that's still in operation, the Carnival Elation. So what we're going to do, we're in Texas, so we are going to wear our appropriate Texas outfits, go through the Carnival Jubilee, show you what is unique to this ship. Roller coasters, pubs, stuff like that doesn't exist on Carnival's oldest ship. This ship's about a year and 2 months old as of filming, and Elation's going to be much older. But I'm going to come to you from Elation. I'm going to come to you from here right now, then come to you from Elation in a few weeks and compare Carnival's newest and oldest ship. But, you know, since we're in Texas, we got to start this out the right way. Something they're not going to have on Elation, Dr. Pepper. Yep. So let's cheers to our little ship tour coming up. And you'll be able to see this tour boat flat and in 360 degrees on all the ships. So I cheers you with some Dr. Pepper as we tour and compare Carnival's newest and oldest ship, the Jubilee and the Elation, still operating in 2025. Come along. All right, so like I said in the intro, welcome to the Carnival Jubilee. Yes, this video is available in 360 as well. We're gonna look at the unique parts of the Carnival Jubilee here on Galveston on our morning of getting off. This is one of the most unique parts of the Carnival Jubilee. It is called the Ultimate Playground. Now, there are things like this that exist on the other older Carnival ships, including, you know, some slides and some play areas like that. But only the Jubilee, the Mardi Gras, and the Celebration have the Bolt roller coaster. So this is actually a roller coaster at sea. It is not a traditional gravity-powered coaster, but it is instead a powered coaster, kind of like a jet ski on rails. Now, what we've also got back here is we've got a mini golf course, and this mini golf course is free to play. So unlike Norwegian or some of the other cruise lines that you're having to pay to play mini golf, there's balls, there's clubs. It is free to play, 24 hours a day, well lit up here. Now again, we're starting on deck 18 in the aft, which is the furthest aft top deck. Now there are some more top decks. If you do go up, you can go up to the water slides, which are on about deck 20. And what is a unique feature here, as the sun rises over Galveston, what is a unique feature here is it has both the traditional smokestacks and the Carnival whale tail. Now I do want to let you know, this ship has a massive capacity of, I believe, 6,500 guests. So it's she's a big girl. She's a big girl. Now you've got the funnel, and you do have the Bolt roller coaster that wraps around the funnel. And you do have something called the Sports Square right here, which has a ropes course above it. So kind of a cool thing. I like to say, I'm a white person. That ropes course is what we call some white people shit. I don't go up on thin ropes. We generally just see white people doing things like that. I don't like to risk my life for no reason, going over the edge and zip lining over the edge and climbing over the edge and doing all those things over the edge of the boat. Does not sound like a fun time to me. But that is called the Ultimate Playground. We're going to go down, we're going to look at another unique deck, which is actually the Lido deck. Now, I've done an entire video on the Lido deck, actually on, I believe it was on the Mardi Gras or the Celebration. I know it wasn't here, but they're very similar. But this is all kind of part of the Lido deck, which is the pool and food and entertainment deck and everything like that. Now, one of the really cool and unique things they have here is they actually have a 2-story, count it, 2-story Tiki Bar. Yes, again, does serve Dr. Pepper if you're going out of Texas. Now, I don't think that the Jubilee is going to go anywhere other than out of Texas because it has a giant Texas star right on the front of it. But that is the second floor of the Tiki Bar, which serves very good tiki cocktails. The only problem is they do serve them in pool-safe plastic cups. So it's very hard to drink a good tiki cocktail from a pool-safe plastic cup. Now, something that is not unique to this ship and is on almost every other Carnival ship is Guy's Burgers, which is open from like noon to 6 each day. One of the things that makes it unique is just how huge it is. I think the Guy's Burgers is on every ship except the Luminosa. Yeah, Luminosa has something else. Has a grill. The grill. But you see, there's Guy's Burgers right there. Big old line for Guy's Burgers, but also a much larger setup. I will tell you what the Jubilee also does have is a very, very, very unique adult deck. So it's a very unique adult deck. I call it the adult deck. They call it the Serenity Deck. Both right in the same spectrums, and that is on deck 18 forward. It's kind of weird. We were on deck 18 aft. Right there, you'll see up there the roller coaster and everything like that. But if we go to deck 18 forward, it's a very, very, very different environment. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look. All the music kind of fades away. There's a bar up here. And believe it or not, there's not just one type of bar. There's also a salad bar, should you want to go to a salad bar, that you've got right up here called Fresh Creations. I'm going to jump on up. You'll see right here something that all Carnival ships have now, and I think all passenger cruise ships sailing from the U.S. have. Right there, that's half of the Starlink array. There are 6 Starlink dishes on that side, 6 Starlink dishes on the other side. They don't need to aim or anything. They're just kind of there, and they just work. They're on each side, so if you have a blockage on one side, you're good. So there's the Serenity Deck, the adult deck on board the ship. Carnival is somewhat changing their definitions of adult soon, meaning you got to be 25 to be an adult. Well, if you're not sailing with someone who's at least 25, you'd be 25 to book a room. The only exceptions are married couples, and are you going to be 21? It's really weird. You have to be at least 21 to sail on Carnival and book a room. The only exceptions are married couples and active military, if they're both under 21, and that's starting soon. Kind of weird. I've been reading a lot about that lately. I think they want to make sure there's at least one responsible adult in each room. Interesting one. So we're going to go, we kind of turn this corner, and what you'll notice is serenity, sereneness, serenitia. This is where there's a salad bar. There's also a bar. During the normal days, we've done some tours of this while it's active. Nice little sitting area, nice little pool, everything like that. That is the Serenity Bar on deck 18. And the Serenity area, you've got some pools. You don't actually have a hot tub. And it has been rather cold in Galveston this January. During the summer, it's probably a little bit better. We had some cold, rainy days in port as well. Another unique thing about the Jubilee is a liquid natural gas powered ship. And that's actually our liquid natural gas refueling here in Galveston that's pulling alongside right now on embarkation day. Kind of a cool fact of life. Now, what you've also got right here is you do have Loft 19, which is a place they rent out cabanas and stuff in. I'm not going to go up there. You got to rent to see. It's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. most days. Not today, because today is embarkation day. And children must be accompanied by an adult. Something that is not unique to the Jubilee is you do have to actually check out towels on the ship. That's just a Carnival thing more than anything else. But what we're going to do, we're going to go down to 16, and we're going to look at what's unique on the pool deck now. Now, again, we are comparing this to some other ships, be it the Dream or the Elation. And the pool deck is a much more evolved version of the pool decks on those ships. Now, what it does not have is most of the Carnival fleet has separate rum and tequila bars. They have the Red Frogs rum bar and the Blue Iguana's tequila bar. I think that's what they call it. This has one bar, well, 2 bars. You saw the second floor of it. We're going to the first floor of it, which is just called the Red Frog Tiki Bar. They do not have a Red Frog pub on this ship like they do on some of the older ships in the fleet, which is kind of an indoor tiki/rum bar. They have only an outdoor one. So when the weather's kind of inclement, you can sit there. It's covered, but it's rainy and it's cold. That's what we've had a couple of days of this cruise. It's just rainy, cold Tiki Bar. If you wanted rainy, cold Tiki Bar, well, whether you wanted it or not, you got rainy, cold Tiki Bar. So we're at the Lido deck right here. But I want to point out some other things. Now, this is something that is not unique, again, to this ship, which is right here. It's the the Blue Iguana Cantina. And my favorite thing to get is the Blue Iguana Cantina. They have them. I don't have them right this second. My favorite thing to get is the Arepas. It looks like they're frying them right now. Come back and get them in a little bit. But they have something also very unique to this XL class of ships, which is this right here. This is called Street Eats. Now, Seafood Shack is on all the Carnival ships, be it just in the buffet or something like that, or as a standalone stand on some of the newer ships. But they have these things which are included. This is Time Fries, Steam Dream, and Mad Sizzle. When you put 6,500 people on a ship, you've got to have a lot of food options to feed those 6,500 people. So that is poolside dining that is unique to the XL class of ship, the Celebration, Mardi Gras, and Jubilee for right now, which we're on. I do want to show you the first floor of the Tiki Bar, a bit of the Lido, a bit of on a lot of the ships, the pool behind the Lido is actually the adult deck, but you saw the adult deck up there. So it is not the adult deck, but you'll see here is the towel stand where you actually check out towels. And you've got a Tiki Bar right here. This is the Red Frog Tiki Bar. Yeah, everything's closed today because it is debarkation day, but I like to compare these things as closely as possible. So there's the Red Frog Tiki Bar. Now we're going to the buffet. We're going to be breakfast. Let me finish this Dr. Pepper so I don't hold it anymore. All right. So we're going to the buffet. I'm sorry. Where there's breakfast. Now, let's see if today's a bacon day or not. It's kind of weird. They only have bacon at the buffet like every other day. And the bacon is rationed. Kind of amusing that the bacon's rationed, but totally is. But there's some unique things at this buffet. I'm going to show you. Again, this is debarkation day, so the day people are getting off the ship. So breakfast is pretty crazy. Now, here's something unique that they have here. They actually have a soda machine which you can tap and use your card on. So, if you wanted more Dr. Pepper, these things have not worked all cruise. I guess that's not going to work. If you wanted more Dr. Pepper, you can normally get it there. But these have been a fun challenge during this cruise. They also have an omelet station, but this is a special hot dog station during lunch. Here is a special place they do ice cream during lunch as well. And we've got more omelets here today, but this is where they do shawarma. I guess that one's not the shawarma station. They'll normally do shawarma there. It looks like today is not a bacon day. Pretty much you either get sausage or you get bacon. When there's bacon, you can't serve yourself the bacon. It's kind of a weird thing about Carnival, is that you can't serve yourself the bacon. Never seen that. Now, if you go to the dining room, they'll give you a portion of bacon, but they don't leave the bacon out. Kind of an amusing one, but we're walking back a little bit more. Show you something else that's kind of unique here. Let me show you. They do have shawarma every day here, which I love. They have chicken and beef shawarma for lunch, not for breakfast. So yeah, they got chicken and beef shawarma morning for lunch each day here. Yeah, this is normally for lunch, called Sea Dogs, where they're serving different kind of hot dogs and stuff like that. This is normally for lunch. This is normally an ice cream place. I can peek in, show you the ice cream machines. They make fresh ice cream there, different flavors every day. And then right over here is normally shawarma. They have beef and chicken shawarma that's on a pole. There are an insane number of food options here on the Jubilee. But let's continue on, if we shall, if we must, because we shall. We've also got right back here something unique to the XL class of ships, and I think they've added it to one other just during a dry dock. They may add it across the fleet. It is called Shaq's Big Chicken. And it is a chicken restaurant here on the Jubilee, and you can get different kinds of chicken stuff. Well, there's a bunch of ambulances going off outside. Needed to have chicken there at Shaq's Big Chicken. They serve breakfast until 3 p.m. Open on port days at 7 a.m., sea days at 8 a.m., but they serve breakfast till 3 p.m. So you can definitely get breakfast till 3 p.m. Also on this deck, as well as where we're headed to next, they've got ice cream machines that are available from early until about midnight. They're not going to be available today because it's turnaround day, but these ice cream machines are available up here on deck 16, on deck 17, as well as on deck 8, which is again where we are headed next. But I did want to show you this back here on a lot of older ships is the adult area, but it's not an adult area on this ship. Kind of a interesting area right there. And again, we've got, since we're in the port of Galveston, we've got right behind us the Carnival Dream. Right there. I think that's the Dream, yeah. D-R-E-A-M? Carnival Dream. Yeah, right behind us. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to go down to deck 8 on the elevator. And we're going to continue this tour on the inside. I've shown you everything outside that's unique. Now let me show you what I can inside. Now everything's not going to be fully operational today, but I can give you an idea of what's unique and everything like that on deck 8, 7, and 6. So I'm going to jump in an elevator, head down to deck 8. Also, there are a lot of elevators on this boat. You need it when you got 6,500 people double occupancy. You need those elevators. Let's try to deck 8, and we'll check out the brewery and some other things. See you down on deck 8. All right, so now we're at deck 8 at a place called Summer Landing. That is locked, as it should be. That is the brewery. So that's the fermenting room, and this is where the boilers are, and the whole brew process actually happens. That's just the fermenting and storage room. But yes, this ship, unlike Elation or Dream, does have a brewery on board where they make craft beer. It's kind of an impressive setup. They've got 7 lines that are directly connected to the back, and they keg the rest. But you'll see they've got currently a Heroes Pale Ale, a Kolsch, a Big Bock, Celebration Key Ale, Irish Red, Hazy IPA, and a Christmas Cherry Porter. So, remember the natural gas that just came in? They're saying you can't smoke outside anymore. There's no smoking anymore on the ship because they're refilling. Yep. They're refilling natural gas right now. Let me show you. So you've got Pig and Anchor, which is also a barbecue restaurant that is included in the evening. Every evening they've got barbecue here included. But you know what they also have? Whoop. All right. Let me show you what's going on here.
Thank you.
This, I think we saw it come in. Yeah. That is the refueling operation going on right there. But so this is the barbecue. They've got all their smokers open, so you can kind of see inside of them. But unlike the other ships that make barbecue with liquid smoke, they smoke most of their barbecue with actual wood pellet smoke. I've never actually been able to see inside the smokers before. They're nice and clean like that. I guess that's something you want to come on embarkation day to see. But yes, so this is included barbecue. If you go on the older ships, they have a paid barbecue restaurant that's available for dinner, and then this is included for lunch. And you know, on the Elation and on the Dream, they have barbecue in the buffet. But again, that's a liquid smoke barbecue. They don't actually have smokers on board. Well, nobody's smokers on board right now because they're refueling. Again, you've got more pools back here. This is not, again, I want to be very clear, not the adult pool. So kind of cool. Dream's still hanging back there. Not the adult pool. That's an everyone pool. Kind of a unique feature where they've got that adult pool all the way forward on deck 18. So they don't have to designate another pool an adult only pool. We're staying outside for a moment now because I do want to show you a bar that's unique, but it's so unique it's almost never open. It was so cold outside the last 2 days, they just said, we're not even going to open that bar. It's called the Watering Hole, right here on the back of Deck 8. So we got some hot tubs right there. And this is the Watering Hole. It's got a drink at it called the Watermelon Crush. But yeah, such a unique location that when it's cold outside, it's not even open. Now, there are some things, there's a whole section of the ship we're about to jump to that the Jubilee is so unique that no one even has anything anywhere like it. It is designed after the Galveston Pier, which you can't see from here. There's an entire section of the ship. This is like the big star on the front that I said that it's unlikely it's ever going to leave Texas. There's a whole section of the ship right here that's designed just like the pier in Galveston. And why that's unique, they've got hot dogs, they've got different sandwiches, they've got different pizza that they don't otherwise have on the other ships in the fleet. So let me see if I can jump in here real quick. Some of these doors have been a little angry as of late. Let's see. Huh, no, that one's usable. All right. So this is the Galveston Pier section. Well, that was useful. Now I'm trapped in an airlock. No. That was useful. All right. No. So yeah, this is all designed like the pier in Galveston, the colors you see on the pier, which is strangely owned by Landry's, which is the parent company of Rainforest Cafe, which is also headquartered here in Galveston. So you do get a chance to do the Rainforest Cafe dark ride. It's a bit of a ride. Oh, you'll see we come this way. Let's walk this way real quick, just to show you a bit of this. So this is their, this is Coastal Slice. They call this Miami Slice on the ships, and this is their pizza place, which is now only open until midnight, mysteriously. And they got two unique pizzas, the barbecue chicken and the Tex-Mex. The barbecue chicken has on it Alfredo sauce, red onion, scallions, mozzarella, and Gouda. And the Tex-Mex has bacon, there we go, bacon, bell peppers, jalapenos, mozzarella, and cheddar. They're going to start making that soon for the embarking guests that are coming on. And also unique to this ship, I believe the barbecue pulled pork is a Texas unique one to this ship, as are all of these hot dogs. So I usually have a little hot dog roller here that's got classic beef prank, Italian bratwurst, Cajun andouille, and you've got different buns, and you can get a chili cheese dog here. I think it's the only Carnival ship that you can get a chili cheese dog on. Now they have chili up in the late night buffet, but it's the only one I know of that you get a chili and cheese dog at the same time on. So yeah, Coastal Slice right there. But yeah, so this section is called, oh, what's this section called? The Shores, I thought. It's called the Shores. And you'll see you've got a bar here. This one's unique on this ship. It's called the Marina Bar. They have a Biscayne 805, the Biscayne Bar for Miami theme. But you'll see here's the setup for the Shores right there. That has the boardwalk, Marina Bar, Cocina del Capitano, Coastal Slice, Beach Buns, and Rudy's Sea Grill. And you see that's the Galveston Pier right there. They do also have a place called Cocina del Capitano that is included for you one time during your sailing. It's the Italian restaurant on board, but it is $8 if you want to go back again per person. It is available for dinner, and that's the limited time, or it's available for lunch on every sea day. So since we had 3 sea days this cruise, it's available for lunch on every sea day. You just book that through the Carnival app when you want to go ahead and do that. Again, for free for one first time, and for $8 for the second. You'll see beach buns, Coastal Slice. We've got the photo gallery right here, which this is a fully digital photo gallery, meaning that you can get all the photo stuff directly on your phone instead of needing to come to the photo gallery. You can purchase them right from your phone. You can order prints right to your phone. But sometimes people order prints, and they're coming up the last day to pick up their prints from the photo gallery. Remember, if you have at least gold status with Carnival, you have a free gift waiting for you in the photo gallery. Now, Here's kind of a controversial section of the ship, in my opinion. Something that doesn't exist outside of the XL class ships. They have 2 different theaters. They have one here called Center Stage. Right there. That's one theater called Center Stage. That spans deck 6, 7, and 8. And doesn't have nearly enough seating for the 6,500 people, but they've gotten smart to do shows multiple times. You have sushi here, which also has teppanyaki. And the nice thing about sushi on these newer ships is it's not up in the buffet like it is on some of the older ships. So they have hot options for sushi as well. That is an a la carte upcharge, meaning you're paying per item on the upcharge, but it is still an available option. You see there's everyone getting off the boat right now, going through customs and going back into the United States of America. Now, let's continue down. They do also have the Dream Studio, which is the private branch of the photo studio, where they charge you a lot more than $25 a picture to take your pictures. We're talking hundreds of dollars because they retouch and do other things like that to your photograph. That came over from the Image Group. Before COVID, all the photo galleries were actually owned by a third party called the Image Group, and that company went out of business during COVID. Now, this is called, let me back it up, something unique to Carnival's 6 newest ships called the Havana Bar, Cuban-inspired bar with live music, or Havana-inspired bar with live music. They also, on turnaround days, are always doing weddings in here, so it's really hard to get in here before the ship leaves. There's some really unique drinks in here, watermelon sodas, things like that. There's a beer called La Tropical Amber, which you can only get in this bar, and there's a drink that you can make with that called Pero Like Passion, which is a passion fruit drink, which you can only get in the Havana Bar. Again, trying to show you some unique things across the Jubilee compared to the other ships in the fleet, especially the Elation and the Dream. I do want to show you another restaurant that, much like the Italian restaurant, is included for your first visit for dinner. You can come here any day, as many days as you want, for lunch on the sea days. So you could come here all 3 sea days for lunch. It's called Chabang. It is Chinese Mexican fusion food. Chabang! Sounds like something that Emerald would come up with if he was Chinese and Mexican. Bam! Chabang! It's actually pretty good. We went there for dinner last night. I will tell you, the appetizers are better than the main courses there, honestly. Now we're on deck 8. We got to go down to deck 7, and then deck 6, which is going to be a bit of a minefield. Deck 6 is going to be a minefield because everyone is getting off from deck 6. So, just be aware. Actually, deck 7 is a bit of a minefield as well. Let's go down. So, this is where the casino is. Everybody's just kind of waiting. Right here. Alright. This is the casino. Hey, it looks like the casino when it's normally open. No, there's a lot of people in the casino just waiting to get off. The casino is obviously closed because we are in Galveston, Texas. But something that's unique about this ship amongst a lot of the other ships is there is actually a casino bar in it still. A lot of the middle Carnival ships have kind of removed the bar to encourage you when you're in the casino to only drink while actively gaming. But the XL class ships still have a bar in them. So let's go ahead, let's jump back out to deck 7. I want to show you more about the center stage. So, I'll jump out to the center stage, but yeah, everyone's waiting in the casino. Everyone's supposed to be out of their rooms in the next 50 minutes, 5-0. Pull. So this is called center stage. It's kind of weird because the people I'm traveling with didn't know that you could even see out of this during the day. Because at night they bring this all down because you can't see out in the dark ocean, and they put LED screens there. And you've got a bar here that's very rarely open, but it's only open when there's something going on in center stage, but people don't know about it. It's not listed as open anywhere in the app. And due to that fact, let me make sure we're still filming 360 back here. We are. Due to the fact it's not open anywhere in the app, no one's ever at this bar. So this is called the View Bar, right here. I think so. Trying to make sure I got the name right. Yeah. the Grand View Bar right behind me. It's only open when there's something going on the center stage, but it's a very, very quiet bar. Another thing that I find unique is there's a single piece of furniture on board this ship that is extremely unique. It is the couch. I was going to show the top of the couch. It's got, on top of the couch, it's got the Texas Star on it. They have that couch on all of the XL class ships, but there's no signification as to where that ship is from or anything like that. So, kind of, sort of, a really unique feature right there. Got a little bit left here. I'm going to show you some stuff that's not unique. Not unique at all. Well, it's bigger because, you know, everything's bigger in Texas. But you got the Alchemy Bar, which is huge. Massive Alchemy Bar. And then you've got something called the Limelight Lounge, which is a dual use. It's used as a nightclub as well as a comedy club. This is generally where they're doing the PG comedy. I don't think anyone's here. Generally where they're doing the PG comedy. So they got that kind of set up there. And then this turns into the nightclub at night. They push the chairs off the dance floor. Put a lot more chairs in here for the comedy. But it does turn into the nightclub. We got the 555 Steakhouse. We got the dining room. And we got a couple more unique things. And then we're going to throw it to the other ship that we're comparing here. So let's see. So again, very, very large Alchemy Bar. But also, the Alchemy Bar normally has like 6 or 8 seats on it. You'll see this one has a lot more than 6 or 8 seats on it. It has like 25 seats on it, plus entire seating areas for all kinds of other things of the sort. Steakhouse again is larger, but there's really no marked difference in the steakhouse other than the location. You have them up by the buffet on the older ships because that's where they fit them in. Oh yeah, there's the 555 Steakhouse. It does have a pretty massive bar and a garbage room right here. Should you want to go shopping for Park West, they have that trash available for you. This is an announcement telling people they can get off.
Very good morning, Carnival Jubilee family.
I'm going to catch you in just a moment's time, and we'll finish up what makes this unique on Deck 6. They're officially starting with their debarkation operation at 7:41 a.m. So I'm going to come back to you in a minute once she finishes talking. We'll talk about the restaurant. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let me come back to you as soon as this finishes. All right, so yes, we are in the main dining room. This is Deck 7. This is the come anytime dining, and then you have your fixed seating at 6 and 8. 5:30 and 8. I don't know exactly what it is on this cruise. I never do fixed seating. I choose when I want to eat in the app and usually wait about 5 minutes to get a table. But again, this is the standard dining. And here's the thing. On the XL class of ships, the Jubilee, Celebration, Mardi Gras, there's so many other places to eat. It's almost not worth eating in the main dining room. I think we did it on Lobster Night and one other night just because people traveling with me wanted to do it. But I never eat in the main dining room on the XL class of ships. I'm a barbecue fan myself because that is unlimited as of time of filming this. So you have Jabang, which you got to pay $8 for, and Casino del Capitano, you got to pay $8 for. But we have one more deck to show you. That's Deck 6, and that will finish our comparison here from the Jubilee side. So we're going to go down the stairs to Deck 6. This is where they are debarking now, so it could be a bit of a Foster clock, if you've heard of that term before. So let's just see. So this is a unique area of the ship. It's called Currents. This is unique to the different XL class ships. We have a couple unique bars and a couple unique venues here. This is Carnival Kitchen. I'll see if I can show you. This is where they do cooking classes. I've done a lot of classes here in Carnival Kitchen. If you just look on, well, probably YouTube recommendation if you like cooking. It's already shown you Carnival Kitchen of mine. But if you do look on the channel, you can see almost every class they do here I have done. I've done Pasta Master. I don't like sushi. I've done ice cream. I've done Pit Smoke Grill, Tailgate, Spanish Dinner, Pizza Master, El Fuego, Mission Masala Tiger, Elegant Affair, Emerald's Favorites, Pasta Maker, Bake Shop in Pie Town, and Oriental Unknown. I think there's like 2 I didn't do there. But let's go ahead and let's talk about the rest of the unique things on this ship. Emerald's Bistro, Emerald Legacy, bam! They've got that there. That's usually open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner lunch only on port days. And it's an upcharge, but it's not bad at all. They have a good burger that's actually better than the guy's burger on board, called the Merle Burger. Dr. Ink's, really unique bar. I drank that whole bar with Scott last year. Didn't want to do it again this year. But they actually print. That Ripples is a printer, and they can print on cocktails. Very unique kind of setup there. So I can actually print on the drinks before you drink them. Weird, I know it. Now, I want to show you another thing. I want to show you another bar, and we'll be on our way. So if I show you another bar, this is the Golden Mermaid Bar. Not the greatest bar. There's 3 drinks that I tossed from the Golden Mermaid Bar. They just were not that great overall. So, let me say bye to Linda.
Thank you. Oh, my love.
All right, I will see you on the Asia cruise. What are we going on? We're going on an Asia cruise. We got a 31-day cruise in Asia. That's Linda. I met her on Celebration. She's on with her mom, so we didn't get to hang out as much this cruise. But you see, here's everyone leaving. Here's a view of center stage. I have to go all the way across to the Dream today, which is about 100 yards away, so I'm in no rush to get off. Can't get on the Dream till later in the day anyway, when my roommate Scott from Controversial Cruising comes by. You got the coffee bar, which has normally some included snacks in it. I'm going to show you 1 or 2 more unique areas, and then we're going to get going. You've also got the piano bar. Piano bar guy, not great this cruise. I'm telling you, Dream's going to be a lot better, but you know, we're talking venues, not people. I think that's the important thing. We're just going to, excuse me, just going by this way. Not getting off, not getting on. But you see, there's a lot of people that are getting off. There is the piano bar. Again, that kind of depends on the player. I'm not a huge fan of who's in the piano bar this cruise, but it doesn't really matter. It's more about the space than anything else. We'll have to compare. The piano bar's relatively small for the amount of people on board. So relatively small for the amount of people on board. We're not trying to get off. We got people that are trying to get off that shouldn't be getting off, and should be getting off that shouldn't be getting off, and everything like that. All right.
Your luggage is not off the ship. They are going to send you back up to the
They have the comedy club right there. And last but not least is going to be the theater. And we're talking about unique venues right here. And yeah, there's a fitness center here. You can tell I'm not one that partakes in that. But it does exist behind the door. And they have a platinum guest meeting point right here at the spa, or you can go into the theater. Let me just peek in the theater real quick. I can go in because I have my platinum guest tag right now. But yeah, this ship was a mess getting on, and it's probably going to be a mess getting off. The smaller ships that only have 2,000, 2,500 people, like the Dream and the Elation, are probably a lot easier to get on and off of than these 6,500 person behemoths of ships. I do want to show you the main theater where they do the shows that don't have an orchestra. On that main stage, they actually do have a band that's available for the shows that happen on that main stage. But this is the main theater where there's a couple people right here, but not that many. And that is the main theater right there. And I think we've taken a look at all of the unique venues here on the Carnival Jubilee. So I got to go pack my bags. Get ready to go to Dream and then go to Elation after. But I'm going to throw to Richard on Dream or Elation. Probably wearing this same shirt on Dream, giving you a tour of Dream, and then comparing them at the end. So Richard on Dream and Richard on Elation. Pick up the phone. I'm calling you. And you'll take a little ship tour of that area, that type of ship. In the end, we'll come back and compare. Howdy there, Texas Richard. Florida Richard here on Carnival's second oldest ship. You kind of lied in Texas. This is 4 months newer than the Carnival Paradise. But we're on the Carnival Elation now, sailing from Jacksonville, and we just went to the Bahamas in the Bahamas, to Princess Cays, Bahamas, and Nassau, Bahamas. And I'm at the highest point on the ship, which is the water slide. And we're going to compare it to the Jubilee. I know a lot of you already know there is no comparison. But look, if you're shopping for price per day, it's like half the price of the Jubilee. Is it worth half the price of the Jubilee? If you're shopping for not wanting to go on a ship with 6,500 people, well, this has like 2,000 and change people. Nothing really feels crowded here like it does on the Jubilee for a lot of people. So I'm going to show you things like the water park. Now, unlike the Jubilee, they don't have the giant bucket here. They don't have a roller coaster here. They don't have anything fun like that. There might be a mini golf course somewhere. I think there's a mini golf course over there that we'll check out in a little bit. But let's go ahead. Let's look at the Carnival Elation again. Title said, oldest ship. There's a 4-month older ship called the Carnival Paradise, still in operation. So we are on the top deck here, Lido deck, as it shall be seen. And if you've ever seen my Lido deck video, this is nothing in comparison to the Lido deck on the XL class ships. But we'll look at it in one the same. We are on the Lido deck, I believe deck 10 or 11. I don't remember if I went upstairs or not. And you've got the Carnival Waterworks. Why do we always start here? Because it's usually the highest place you can get on the boat. So why the hell not? But yeah, you'll see there's no big bucket or anything like that. There is one big slide and there are 2 small slides. So you can kind of see, but they do have a water fun area here. So if you're coming with family, hey, that might be a thing for you. Again, we just came down from the highest deck. I'm going to show you the rest of the ship and we'll talk about how it compares. Right here on the back, this is where the roller coaster is. This is where the mini golf is. This is where the ropes course is. This is where all that is on Carnival's newest ship, the Jubilee. Also, a much larger whale tail on the Jubilee, which is completely fake. Because the Jubilee actually uses liquefied natural gas, does not use, again, we're not talking propulsion, but it uses liquefied natural gas and does not use diesel. So, smokestacks needed here. There, it's more of a design feature, if I do say so myself. Let's take a look at the pools. Now you have one big central pool by the Tiki Bar, the Red Frog Tiki Bar on Carnival's newest ships. And here you actually don't have the Tiki Bar, which spans 2 levels. Instead, you've got a rum bar. Oh, very loud because it's still a diesel ship. You got a rum bar and you've got a tequila bar. So you've got 2 different bars instead of 1 bar. We'll go down there in a minute, but I want to show you kind of the mini golf course and stuff like that. And I have to talk over this. They are getting ready for Groove for St. Jude. Carnival's write-off that you do for them. That's all I'm saying. Carnival's write-off that you do for them. Sorry if you know how write-offs work. They're doing this event for St. Jude. They get the tax write-off, and you're paying full price for it. You see, here's the pool deck from above. We will go down there in a little bit. But I do want to check out where, in theory, the mini golf course should be. This ship does not, I want to be very clear, does not have a screen on the pool deck. Now, they didn't show Super Bowl here or anything like that because they don't have a screen on the pool deck. On all the other ships that have a screen on the pool deck, I think there's like 2 or 3 that still don't. And even Miracle's getting a screen on its next dry dock. So they do have ping pong tables here. But let's go ahead and let's check out the mini golf course. Then we'll go down by the pool where I will lose my voice screaming over things. Also, another important thing, when you go to the front of the boat, you can actually get to the front of the boat. When we went under the bridge in Jacksonville, we were able to actually watch us go under the bridge in Jacksonville. That is also true of the Jubilee Celebration Mardi Gras. I think almost all Carnival ships have the front available for passenger access, which is kind of cool. Because most of the cruise lines, they don't. Yes, There's a mini golf course. Seems to be just like the one on the Paradise. So they have beanbag toss and mini golf here. You see Carnival Elation. And yeah, this is, I believe, the same mini golf course as the Paradise. I'm gonna take a thumbnail real quick. And it's free. Oh, I don't mean to stand in your thing. Sorry. I was standing on someone's mini golf course. Didn't mean to do that. You can walk over holes that no one's playing. Let's walk over holes that nobody's playing. I'm sorry. Okay. So, the other cool thing they do have is they do have, like I said, they have a deck out front where you can go really high. This is not the Serenity Deck. I'll show you the Serenity Deck in a little bit. But they got this deck out front where you can go really high, kind of look out the front of the ship. And they built an elevator here. My guess is that the elevator was not originally here. They actually built an elevator to get up to deck 15, which we're on right now. So yeah, the slide back there, slightly higher. But also another interesting thing is, you can see all 12 of their Starlink dishes up here. That's what Starlink on a cruise ship looks like. It's 12 dishes, 6 on each side. So if you have an obstruction, you're still good. Carnival smaller ships are the ones that are likely to have obstructions because they'll go to ports that are not as developed. That's a good thing. Like I'm taking the Carnival Pride in May with Tig Old Biddies and Pirate Bill. We're going to Greenland. And one of the ports is like a caldera of a volcano. So you really can't get in there with something big. So there's a benefit of something small. And it does look like this elevator is painfully slow, but it does work. Shall we ride it? Oh no. Could be a long video if we do. But yeah, if you do want to come up all the way to the front of the boat, on this ship they do have an elevator to get you up here. And it may not be on the original deck plans, the original deck maps, that this exists. And it's probably an oven. It's an oven. It's an oven. It's a giant glass box. Oh, actually, has a little bit of fan ventilation, but no air conditioner or anything like that. But yeah, it's a very, very slow elevator down from deck 15 to deck 14. Bye, mini golf. I will say, what a difference 2 weeks makes. It was nice and relaxing on the Jubilee. It was nice and cool down in the Caribbean because there was a cold front. Now it's hot. It's hot. It's February, early February right now. February 12th is when I'm shooting this. You probably won't see it until April, but February 12th is when I'm shooting this, and you see they even have like little string lights on the side that light up at night. Let's see if we can jump into the, it smells like the spas up here and the gyms up here. Again, I'm not one that normally goes to the spa and the gym. Yeah, it smells all frou-frou-y. My nose is like, gym spa, gym spa. Let's see if we can figure out where it is. We got this big old deck map. Beauty Salon, Cloudline Spa, Fitness Center. Let's go check those out. That's one deck down. Then we'll go check out the pool deck. And then what's amazing is there's actually, there's actually just passenger decks below where everything is. Oh, steel drum music has started. You don't get copyright issues on steel drum music. Love it. I think he's playing in the foyer. So we got the spa and fitness and the salon. We'll take a look in here. I don't want to catch you, but let's see where's the fitness center is that way. Okay. You have to go through the bathroom? Okay. Turn this off. I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. All right, so this is the fitness center. We did have to go through a bathroom to get here, so it's relatively small compared to the one on Jubilee, but remember, you've got 1/3 of the number of people here. So, you know, smallness is relative, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah. You got light fitness machines, weight machines, a lot of bicycles. There's nobody actually waiting to use anything here, so that's quite beneficial. And they have a studio for classes, spinning and stuff like that. So you can sign up for all these different seminars. Fitness studio, detox for health and weight loss. Yeah. So you can do all those things. They have a padded weight area, so if you drop the weights, you're not bothering anybody on the deck below. Again, we're gonna turn off once we get into the locker room. We'll turn off the camera. Or we'll face it towards me. Chance of anybody being in here. When I walked through before, there's no one in here. Okay. Let's just walk through real quick. Point it at the wall. We are in the men's locker room right now. You might say, what do I mean? I mean, you could technically see some, oh look, free towels. You didn't get that idea from me. You didn't get that idea from me. Just saying. Well, let's go ahead. Let's jump outside because let's just check where we've seen so far. We got beanbags and mini golf, Camp Ocean. Not really something I care to show. Carnival Waterworks we've already been to. Then we've got some other stuff. We've got another half an hour to show you the rest of the ship. So let's show you the rest of the ship. So the kids program for little kids is right up here. Kids program is not something I really show, but it's right there. If you are a kids program person. Let's go check out the pool deck. I'm going to warn you, there might be some copyrighted music. You might not be able to hear me. So what I'll do is I'll go to the pool deck, then I'll wrap up the pool deck once we get inside. I hope you're able to hear me. But they blast copyrighted music. Welcome to YouTube hell. We are still too high. We're on deck 11. The pool deck is down on deck 10. So let's go down to deck 10. Oop-a-doop-a-doo. All right, let's go out to the pool deck. They seem to be doing Groove for St. Jude right now, so it's going to be loud, copyrighted music while Carnival's getting the tax write-off. Welcome to the world. Love me some steel drum music. It does not get copyright stricken because every steel drum is slightly different. Scott from Controversial Cruising told me 2 weeks ago or so when we were in Texas, he said he's going to learn how to play the steel drum. I said, good luck, sir. Good luck, sir. Because if you have a steel drum, you learn how to play your steel drum, like the one that you own, and every steel drum is a little bit different. Welcome to copyright hell. All right, so we got the Carnival Elation right here. I'm going to do my full normal ship tour where I go with Kirsten and we do all these drinks later, but this is just kind of comparing them. You've got the tequila bar here, the rum bar there, but no Tiki Bar. So there are some Tiki-like cocktails, but not really, not a traditional Tiki Bar as you would have. Again, we will definitely check these out later. But Red Frog Rum Bar, Red Frog Tiki Bar, and you got a lot of pool out here, but no screen. I think that's the important thing. There is no. The line is very, very short. If you want to come up and give Carnival the tax write-off. It is a very loud boat too. Very loud.
Don't go too far. We're going to take a picture in just a few moments. But if you still want to come donate, get yourself a shirt.
All right. So we've got here, we've got Guy's Burgers, and we've got the taco place. So we got burgers, and we got tacos coming up here. And again, not as large of a Guy's Burgers location, because you don't have as many people, but I want to show you, unlike the Jubilee, let me show you the line to get a burger at Guy's Burgers right now. There it is. You come at the 12:34 on a sea day here, the Jubilee, you're going to have a line. You're going to have a line. They also have, in between the burgers and the tacos, they have the seafood shack. There's the seafood shack where I was also able to get wings as well during Super Bowl, but I did have to pay for them. So if you haven't seen that video, look at the Super Bowl fail. And we've got the Blue Iguana Cantina, which is open for breakfast and lunch, and for breakfast. So there's never a line for the tacos. There's always a line for the burritos. For breakfast, they have arepas, and for lunch, they got everything. But what you'll notice is kind of everything's like some shade of brown. Let's see if I can zoom in to show you. I get it here, but what I want to show you is like serious that everything's like some shade of brown. I know that sounds insane, that sounds crazy, but it kind of is. I'll show you the food line. Especially on the older ships, Carnival's food quality has gone down dramatically in the last 6 to 8 months. The newer ships, they've still got shawarma, so the Jubilee and Celebration of Mardi Gras, even Horizon and Panorama, but mainly Jubilee, Celebration, and Mardi Gras have different food options. That's why they cost more, but the food options are more colorful, if that makes sense. What do I mean by that? I mean, I'm not going to get food right now, but if I peek in, you see everything on the food line is just like some shade of brown. Oh, they have turkey. That's going to be the winner for lunch right there. After I shoot this video of having lunch, I will tell you that's like the saving grace in Carnival is the turkey. The turkey is good. You got the turkey with the cranberry sauce right there. But the rest of the line, again, this is not just today. This is every day. Everything's like the same color. Just saying. That's just the way it is. And like even the desserts, pretty much the same every day. And they're not the big cake. They've got the big sexy cake, but then they're serving you the sheet cake version of the big sexy cake. If you go on other cruise lines, they're gonna serve. I'm just saying, they're gonna serve you that. But we're comparing the two ships. So this is the salad bar. Now they have a salad bar called Fresh Creations, which is on the newer, bigger ships on Jubilee and stuff like that. But you know, I ask questions like, that is turkey, question mark? There's no signs, there's nothing that says what any of these things are. Yes, that's obviously broccoli, but that is turkey, question mark? Oh my God, they have eggs. It's mid-February, 2024. Those things are like gold. Those things are like gold, real eggs. Like gold. You've also got back here, the deli. Again, not as extensive of a deli menu as you would get, on Carnival's newest ship, the Jubilee, but it's here. It's here. You also have this bar. It's a weird bar. This services this section of the Lido, as well as this is a Serenity Bar. You might say, hey Rich, what do you mean? I promise you I'll show you in just a moment. And some of you are like, what do you mean? Then you got the pizza place. That was originally open 24 hours. Then it went to 4 a.m. Now it's midnight. Almost everyone in the industry is open later than Carnival for pizza now. Celebrity is 1, MSC is 2, but it is here. It is not on the Jubilee. It's more central to the ship. The pizza place, as well as the deli, are more central in the ship. But here's one of the weirdest features of this ship. On the Jubilee, when we were all the way forward, remember the Starlink dishes are? That's where on the Jubilee, that's where the Serenity area is. Here, it's down some stairs in the back of the buffet. Y'all think I'm making it up. This is why I do unclipped videos, to show you where things really are. So this is the Serenity Bar. And there is no Serenity Bar outside. You have to go out the back. This is the patio that's in the back of the Lido, not gigantic. And you go down these stairs. And then believe it or not, this is the adults only area. Yeah. They do have a hot tub. It is included for everyone, so you don't have to be in a suite or anything like that to come back here. So it is included for everyone. But essentially, how you doing, Cap? Good. I've got 2 hot tubs here. Let's just see behind me. Pointing to people. They got a hot tub there, another hot tub, some showers, and kids are not allowed back here. So it's quiet. If you want to go to a place where there's no kids, a lot of people go, I want to go on Virgin because there's no kids. They do a really good job corralling the kids in the kids program a lot of the time, to be honest with you. And in Jubilee, you'd never find an empty hot tub like that. Just saying. You'd never find an empty hot tub like that on the Jubilee. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump in now on deck 9. Deck 9, 8, and 7 are where other amenities are on this ship. It's very strange. You have to go through a passenger corridor to get to the Serenity Bar. That's to the Serenity area. Serenity Bar is up in the buffet. And I will say the music is very loud in the hallways here. Very loud. But it's the fun ship. I think we can get out this way. Does that go where I want it to? No, that's housekeeping. I just want to go out to the regular area. Okay, I think we're good. All right then. Boom. We're out to the main promenade. So this ship is stacked very weirdly. Here's the Alchemy Bar. This Alchemy Bar is almost as big as the Alchemy Bar on the Jubilee Celebration Mardi Gras, and you've got a lot less people on the ship. So I actually think the Alchemy Bar is one of the major wins here, just in a size to guest ratio perspective, if that makes sense. Size to guest ratio perspective, Alchemy Bar is a good win. I'll show you another thing that's kind of interesting. Literally, here's the Alchemy Bar, and directly below the Alchemy Bar is one of the 2 dining rooms. Now, brutally honest with you, I avoid the dining rooms on Carnival like the plague. It takes forever. The food hasn't been changed in years. It's just, I mean, the food's not old, but the menu hasn't been changed in years. It's just kind of bad. There's like 3 dishes that are worth eating the entire week in the dining room. So I'm sticking to the deli, sticking to the pizza place, sticking to sushi. We went to Chef's Table, which was good here, but not worth the price. I'm just saying. But now we're walking down the main drag of the ship, the promenade deck, I believe, if you would call it. The promenade deck. They've got a Swarovski shop. They've got this. This is the punch liner, also the art auction space, also the nightclub. So everything all in one. So they're just playing the terms and conditions for the art auction. Where the artist needs time to create the art, the right here. Card will be authorized and then immediately charged at the time of invoice. So they're playing the terms and conditions. There is no minimum to use the 5-day cruise. You don't get as many people for the art auction. But I think what's interesting, a lot of people don't know this. If you are an art auctioneer, if you do the art auction, oh, they're starting the auction. If you are an art auction person, you can get free cruises too. Just like if you're a casino person, you just have to spend on art. And the cruise is free at the Java Blue Cafe, which does also have alcoholic milkshakes. I think they have the boozy milkshakes, and they have the boozy hot chocolates here. So you can definitely get those here. And I will say, unlike the Dream, this is not a comparison to the Dream, but I'll talk about it. It's an older ship that you might compare to the Jubilee. Unlike the Dream, everything's not clusterfucked in one place. On the Dream, you had a bar and the Alchemy Bar and the coffee bar all in one single location. You don't actually have that here. Also, like a really random carve out that exists in nowhere land is actually the candy shop. It's right there. Let's go take a look in the candy shop real quick, because it has my favorite hand washing machine on the ship. It does. Let's see. So you got the candy shop. Just remember, this is done by weight. Hello. My favorite hand washing machine. So you can wash your hands, you give it a second, and say, would you like a towel? Oh, this one says Windows error. This one says Linux has failed. Oh, there we go. That's so funny. The hand wash system runs on Linux 9 Raspbian GUI. Oh, that's funny shit. You don't see that every day. You don't see a Linux error on a hand washing station every day. Yes, I am a techie, for those of you that are wondering. Kind of have to be a techie to do what I do. let's see. This is where they do the karaoke in the evening. I think during the day, this is where they'll do different presentations and stuff like that. It's kind of like, if I had to compare it, I'd call it like their Havana Bar, but for some reason it's set up like Italy. It's the Italian Havana Bar, Italy. It's set like the Doge's Square in Italy. Kind of fun. Looks like they're doing a spa lecture in here right now, just to give you some perspective on what's going on. All right. Let's see what we got. Now this is actually a really cool feature of this ship. It connects directly to the pool deck because the pool deck is one deck above the casino. So it connects to the pool deck, the buffet. If you need to get anywhere on this ship, I can comfortably do this ship tour in about a half an hour. If you need to get anywhere on this ship, it's really easy. You've also got a massive casino bar that goes both inside and outside the casino. We're not going to go in the casino because the casino's open. I'm going to show you the casino tomorrow morning on the last day because you might say, hey Rich, why are you holding off the casino tour? I'll tell you another video, but because I really think that this is a good cruise to get casino offers on. So I think there'll be a lot more offers going out because the play is a lot lower this cruise than normal cruises. But massive casino bar, which is open even when the casino is not open. They use this for Super Bowl and everything like that. And a pretty damn big casino. Again, I will do a separate casino tour, but a pretty damn large casino here, if I do say so myself. Then you got the photo gallery. Another big difference from the new ships and the old ships, the second oldest ship in the fleet, is that they still print out photos here. They still print out physical photos here in the photo gallery. Kind of an interesting one. So you don't get them on your phone. You can't use the watermark remover tools to remove them, but it's there. Another Carnival staple that I've always shown, I know I showed in my Jubilee video, is the children's casino. You might say, hey Rich, what do you mean by the children's casino? I mean the arcade. This is the children's casino. Children's casino. It's kids casino. Just trains the people. Just trains the people that as soon as they, literally on the other side of this fire door, right here, is the actual casino. So you go from the children's casino, where you can win Xboxes and old Apple products. I guarantee those AirPods Pro Max have a lightning connector on them and not a USB-C. Scott won a Yoshi on the Dream with me on our tour of the Dream, if you're a watcher of the channel. But like this same bear thing where you cut to get the bear, they have it with a ball of cash in the casino. It's the same damn game. So, you know, get them kids ready. Get them kids ready early for the casino. And literally they even have a VR game that's outside of the arcade that you put on this, you know what VR headset this is. It's this unknown VR headset. And when you're done, you just zoop it right back up to there. You get it right up. I need another hand. Zoop it. Boop. There you go. Then we got the theater in the front. It's a pretty massive theater given the capacity on board. So this is about as large. It's about as large as the main theater they're practicing right now. So I'm not going to show you the show or anything, but you can see it's a two-story theater there. That we can actually go down the middle of the theater, but we're not going to. But they seem to be practicing right now. Seems like they're practicing the We Are the World show. All right. Yep. So the performers are in there practicing now. But there's a big theater. It is actually, in my opinion, just as big as the theater on Carnival's newest ship. But Carnival's newest ship has two different theaters. They have a theater that's a traditional theater, and they have a theater that's actually kind of in the atrium over the side of the ship. But a pretty massive theater. They're only really doing one show a night, I believe. in this theater. It's the Carnival production shows. The older ones, I actually think what they're doing on the Jubilee and all those, it's a better quality of show. I really loved on Jubilee, they have a show about a wedding on a cruise ship, and then they have the reception after, and it breaks the fourth wall, and everything like that. Now, a little bit more to show you. Tamar wants to show you the shops right here. So we got the shops, and the shops are much bigger than they initially appear. You go in here and they just go back and back and back and back. Show you what I mean. So as you come in the shops, and then you go back a bit. You can buy, it's actually kind of interesting, they've stopped making a lot of Elation merchandise. Might tell you something. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. You go on Jubilee, there's a lot of Jubilee merchandise. You go on Elation, there's the officially licensed ship model. And oh, there's one. Okay, I'm finding a couple Carnival Elation things. Okay, these say Carnival Elation at least. The t-shirts. So you can get some Carnival Elation stuff. But a lot more Carnival branded stuff than Carnival Elation stuff. And that is not what I remember on my tours. Tour of the Jubilee. You got sundries, you got chips, you got stuff like that that you can get in there. Oh, sorry. No worries. There's always someone here folding t-shirts. Every time I've come by. It's kind of funny. And then we've got the watch store, which is a bowling alley. Nobody's shopping here. And the liquor store. Kind of bust back in the liquor store right here. They don't have the Cuban stuff. That's what I like. Love me some Cuban rum. And now to the atrium. Got a few more weird things to show you. Look, hey, art storage. That's where all the Park West art goes when it's not sold. And then we've got, this is where they do the chef's table here. It seems like they've just completely taken the Mark Twain, I'll show you the library, and just cut it off for everyone so they can do chef's table here. But it's named after the Mark Twain speedboats. The Mark Twain steamboats shouldn't be locked. It's open. Yeah. Named after the Mark Twain steamboats, and this is where we did the chef's table. You'll see the Natchez. See the Princess Steamboat. And a lot of different stuff here. Yeah, this is the library. So in theory, it should be open now, but they keep this permanently set up, seems like, for the chef's table. Which again, it's good. Not the value it once was, and I kind of will remove my recommendation from doing the chef's table. It's good. It's not worth $224 total for two people. That's all I'm saying. Let me show you the piano bar. Then we're gonna go down. This piano bar is actually pretty large, especially given the number of people on this ship. This is about the same size, maybe slightly smaller than the piano bar on the newer ships on the Jubilee and the XL class. But here's the piano bar. One of the weirdest things is you go behind the Statue of Liberty's head, I think. Twin sisters, the same height. Okay. Yeah, so there's a pantry back here behind the Statue of Liberty's head. It's kind of creepy. But there she is. The Statue de Libertad. And they have one of the Manhattan bridges here. It's actually really weird that this ship is very, it feels American themed the same way the MSC Seascape, Seaside, Seashore, Seascape, Seaside, Seashore, and Sea View are kind of American themed in a per se statement. And the last deck we really got is deck number 7. Again, I'm doing a full tour of this ship as well, where we'll be liquoring up along the way. But just to give you a perspective, it's a very different animal than something like the Jubilee. The crowds are different. Everything else is very, very different. Let's go to Deck 7, review our work. You'll see what I mean by review our work. Let's see if we saw everywhere. I'm gonna retake you on this little exploration journey, and then we'll walk back to Deck 7. My cabin's all the way in Deck 7 aft. Yeah, theater, shops, beauty salon, camp ocean, mini golf, rum bar, tequila bar, pool, burger joint, cantina, restaurant, bar, deli, pizza pirate, Serenity Deck, Alchemy Bar, comedy club, Romeo and Juliet Lounge. That's the one that's Italian, Java Blue Cafe, Dream Studio, Casablanca Casino, Club O2, Video Arcade. Yep. The only thing we got left is guest services, Carnival Adventures, and the art gallery. So, guest services. That's where you go if you need a new room key, gotta settle your bill, do a bunch of stuff like that. It's right here. A line of people trying to remove gratuities. Then you've also got a bar right here, which we'll visit on the full ship tour. And you've got the shore excursion desk, which there's really nothing going on right now because all you got is Jacksonville. They might have a tour or two that'll get you to the airport. But on the way back to the room, kids got finger paint. Let's wrap this up on the way back to the room. All right, look, not gonna lie, this ship is half the price of sailing on the Jubilee. Carnival's newest ship. But I do believe that Jubilee actually delivers.
And I'm like, I understand.
Jubilee delivers more than double the experience, in my opinion. That's my opinion. So, I mean, if I got to compare them, I haven't been to the dining room once. I've been picking at stuff in the deli. Some of you were joking and going, Richard needs to lose some weight anyway. Yeah, the alcohol is the same. They still got beer. Now, they don't make their own beer. They don't have a brewery like Jubilee does. But, I mean, in the end of the day, it's half the price. That's the truth. This ship is pretty much half the price per day. I mean, we're talking about the spend per day. It's half the price of Jubilee. But it also means they're spending half the price per day on stuff to entertain you. There's a couple standout entertainment options here. There's the guys in the rock band. There's the piano guy. I actually think that the house band's actually pretty good. They were playing some Bruno Mars in the casino last night. But I mean, elsewise, if you can afford it, I would go on the bigger ships, the Jubilee, because it's more than double the experience for double the price, and you can find it cheaper. But I'm just ballparking. So that's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to it. This is Richard from No Pants Profits, reminding you that when you wear no pants and you're choosing between Carnival's newest ship, the Jubilee, and Carnival's second oldest by 4 months ship, the Elation, you want to go with the newer one if you can, and especially if you get casino deals. And the only thing you got left to lose is your shirt when you wear no pants. Have a great one. Bye.